Hello and welcome everybody back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Kebablord here, and we are continuing our little let's play of Season 2 of Anno 1800. And in this episode our goal is to finally reach investors. I mean, we have taken our sweet ass time because we wanted to go for research first and everything else. But it's now time to crank up our little influence production by getting more investors here. And yeah, for that we need only one thing, and that is coffee. And if we all know one thing, then is that I hate coffee in this game. But not only in the game, but also in real life, but that is a totally different matter. So we need to build here coffee productions around our energy supply lines. Are we even going to build a
Look sharp, the governor's here.
new oil power plant? I mean, so far, how many do we have here? We have 4 oil power plants. Oh, well, I see.
Time to rummage in the old siege.
But we are definitely having more than enough oil, so I guess the way to go will be to build a new oil power plant.
I'll do.
That will also heavily boost our malthouse production. Which means that in return we can already build all of that. Yeah, guys, you will get your electricity soon. We are just waiting. Wow, missing oil, missing engineer workforce. What the fuck is happening here? Well, let's see where the train is going. Maybe it will deliver something to our new oil power plant and solve the issue. At least that is what I hope. Oh, would you look at that? Oil is being delivered.
We are missing all the elements to produce a reaction.
I really don't understand what's going on here. So our malt houses are producing enough, but we are of course now super short on grain. Of which we are now going to need more productions. By the way, I want to check what the Jurassic set is doing that we just acquired, right? So let's go for the Ammonites first. Then comes the T-Rex. Then comes the Stegosaurus. The Apatosaurus.
This represents an extraordinary breakthrough in the field.
Happiness +2, income per house +5%. That is totally unnecessary.
Cover your ears.
Oh, finally everything worked out. By the way, item development. Let's check town hall items. That one, for example, is super powerful. And we could simply develop it. And for trade union items.
No, I was granted a stipend to find and study the Kebablord, which you all know, of course. Now my pen pal at a federated institution writes.
Soap factory producing dynamite, yeah. I wish there weren't so many items. Felix Bakery occasionally produces extra grapes and chocolate. So there must be items that influence all production buildings. Yeah, all production buildings, workforce needed, negative 50%. Occasionally produces extra gold and oil, occasionally produces extra oil, occasionally produces extra oil. Here we can also get additional productivity by 100%. That's also good to know.
Life here is rather static.
So, and how much does the next major discovery cost? 50,000, so yeah, that might take a while. In the meantime, we should check if our bowler head production is now running properly. Well, I did not want to do that. So, apparently we have some bowler heads here. Meaning soon the first ones are going to be delivered to the old world. And if it weren't for the influence, I could just continue playing, building trade unions and so on, optimize my industry. But no. But I totally don't want to put it on easy. That is also the thing.
More money! More money! More money!
So, Carl is about to like us evermore. That is nice.
The non-aggression pact has ended.
Also, we have a bit of stuff still going on here in regards of diplomacy. grain is still stable. That is nice. We are slowly starting to lose fur coats and canned food. Stuff that is going to be changed as soon as we have investors, because they don't have those needs anymore. I will simply stop you from having the need for coffee for a few minutes. That will ensure that we will have a good base amount. And the additional influence that we get from the investors will enable us to build more town halls that will increase our workforce, and that way we can still get our 10,000 engineers. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. Also, since you guys are so happy, you also don't need rum. Yeah, that now looks a bit better. Oh, look at that, we are producing coffee. We can soon start the research.
A renowned personage has arrived.
So, major discoveries, production methodology. Wood coffee production. So you guys still have the need for a university, yeah. Variety theater is also still a need, but in overall, this is all going to be way smaller later. So, how much do you need the church in order to be happy? You don't at all. That is nice. Makes stuff a bit easier. So, how much coffee do we now have? 49 tons, 50 tons.
Do not mind the odd jet of steam.
So basically, 1.25 of those are granting us enough influence to build a town hall. So if you get like 2 of these with investors, and we are only going to supply them with electricity, all the rest is not needed to get the influence. We don't need the money. Oh, we should be set. Yeah, that should all be fine. So, research will be done in like 5 minutes. That's good. And there's also going to be interesting once we are able to build our palace. Where we are going to build it is also going to be a nice question. I'm pretty sure we will build the palace here.
And especially exclusive. The reality of it hits you?
Don't trust me? It's the other.
Yeah, Jean. So, in the meantime, is Bente further progressing? Of course not. Maybe one day he will also have investors here in Sternheim.
Look upon the majesty and weep.
So many hedges. But why? Oh, I see. Investors are now also over here. So he's definitely expanding the capital. At least making it greener while keeping these ugly gaps. So once we are able to build the next one of these, I will open up the production again. So, I mean open up the consumption of coffee, sorry. Yeah, we are producing 10. We have at the moment 124 stored.
This represents an extraordinary breakthrough in the field.
Good,
It's
then
only
I
a
can now
half-life.
allow for coffee consumption. Once that is full, well, we all know about the famous last percent in regards of loading bars, so that might take a while. But yeah, we will be able to have investors, isn't that great? Finally, some freedom! While we are at the same time developing more town hall items.
Are we to invest in maritime, industrial, or civic technology?
Residents consume 25% less telephones.
You reached a new milestone.
Look at that! We got influence.
You reached a new milestone.
Oh, your happiness is low. I guess I have to build a members club to counter that, right? For that we are now waiting for a bit of timber. So we don't need the variety theater anymore.
The ambulance is possible.
So isn't that interesting how much that little change did something? So about pocket watches, are we producing enough of them? Because in regards of chocolate it might get a little bit, well... Yep, we actually do. So, and with that we unlock the next part of the soundtrack.
May as well have no ceiling at all.
Oh, you guys now also have gramophones, meaning you're producing a bit more. So you don't need any fur coats, right? You want glasses, but you are not getting them.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Yeah. I'm also denying you the rights for light bulbs. All the rest here is just optional. We don't need many investors. That is the nice thing. That means from now on we can also boost our influence, our production of everything.
Competitors are now at war.
Let me guess, I now have to renegotiate a ceasefire? Of
I
course
also
I
have my
do.
wife and children to think about.
Ceasefire has ended.
Okay then, we need more timber in order to upgrade our people. I need sooner
I've made a
than later
comprehensive list of
10,000 engineers again. I understand, you guys are unhappy due to the pollution. Okay. Then I guess it's time to build a school here. Do that. So, that will of course take an eternity to have everything here.
We can recruit someone world class in either the maritime, industrial, or civic spheres.
This place is full of unresolved equations.
So, and now we have our first full investor district. Isn't that nice?
Old as brass.
So if we now go here for stuff that increases our workforce. Then we get a bit extra money. Yeah. A bit extra research, I mean.
Competitors are now at war. Ceasefire has ended.
It's rare we leave any alive.
Competitors are now at war.
So, time to build a school.
Ceasefire has ended.
So that we can also upgrade the people over here. From workers to artisans. Okay then, so with these little optimizations we're actually making quite good progress.
Count yourself lucky, you pimple.
Play that blunder.
We're ready to break some glass.
Let's not go for item development. Let's go for item identification. Income per house plus 40%. Attractiveness plus 40, but only for the town halls. Yeah, we should by now actually be able to build the palace. Okay, maybe I have to downgrade a few again.
A dead pool.
What? Deadpool? Great movie, great comic book hero. Totally my kind of humor. wish I knew the shortcut for downgrade, but I'm too lazy to now take a look into the control settings. Oh yeah, the next episode we are going to start building the palace. There are already a few wings we can build. I wish I would have here some statistics about how many palace wings I can have and whatever and whatnot, but apparently the game doesn't think that this is necessary information for me. So the palace is of course going to completely destroy our balance, but as long as we are holding so many shares on Carl, we honestly don't care.
It's shallow, but...
Okay, that shall be the first place for our palace, so it is probably going to expand to the left side. And I guess it's time to end this episode. With now having our first investors. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If yes, please consider giving it a thumbs up. From now on we are skyrocketing into every direction. That is going to be glorious. And yeah, if you have any feedback, questions, or whatsoever, then just type it down in the comments. I will make sure to read it all. And yeah, if you want to join our community Discord, feel free to join it. You will find the invitation link in the video description down below. And seems like a lot of stuff has been corrected by now. Yeah, if you want to get notified whenever I upload something new, then make sure that you are subscribed to a channel and the notifications are activated. And with that, I say goodbye
in one of your factories.
and see you next time. Explosions! Yeah! Bye bye.